Hello, good people of YouTube. It's Neil from Tracklocross, back once again to ruin your lovingly curated YouTube algorithm. Today we're going to have a look at why I picked a Skream Magnum over a Skream Ranger. And also, we're going to start with a little shout out. I'm here beside the lovely River Kelvin, specifically for Scoot Lady Chicago, because she loves Kelvin, believes it's the greatest temperature scale, and that Fahrenheit is a bunch of junk, which, as we all know, is true. We can tell that today's a lovingly 285 degrees Kelvin. As being Scottish, I have some leg showing. As you can see, it's lovely and white, the way a good Scottish leg should be. Rather than be one of those channels that gives you loads of B-roll, gives you the title of the video and then takes forever to get into it, today we're just going to go straight into why did I pick the Skream Magnum over the Skream Ranger. Well, it's pretty simple. Around Black Friday last year, I decided I was going to get a new bike, do it up, try and take advantage of any deals that were kicking about. And to be honest, one of my main things I was looking at was a Brooklyn Gangster Track V4, which had steel frame, what I usually ride, bottle mounts, all those sort of things that I was looking for. But I decided, spur of the moment, to change to this one, which has less of everything that I actually like. Got a carbon fork, aluminium frame, but I thought, you know what, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, steel is real, you know, oh, it can only ever be steel. So I thought I'd give it a try, see how I feel. Probably wish I'd bought the Gangster V4, to be honest. Now, anyway, so the reason why I bought this one over the Ranger is essentially, at that point, the Ranger didn't have any colours I liked. And also the flat mount disc thing, don't really care for flat mount discs. IS and post worked well enough. Didn't really need a new innovation that didn't really bring anything to the table other than pissing you off and needing you to buy a new set of bolts to put a brake on. Plus, fairly easy to set a road brake up on there if I wanted to. I'm not saying that that's actually easier to set up than a disc brake. Honestly, a hydraulic disc brake, if you can't set one of them up, you should maybe question your life and what you've been doing wrong. So yeah, so essentially I bought it because I liked the colour and it didn't have flat mount discs. Build wise, you can probably see where I was kind of going because I feel my cranks and my wheel set probably suit a steel frame so much better than aluminium frame. Because maybe I've got one of those fancy aero cranksets, which I've been debating getting for this bike. Carbon seat post though, just an old brand thing off Amazon. This bike stand that I'm using is a brand new organic model just brought out. It's to compete with all those plastic boxes that people take out to take lovely pictures of their bikes. I have a lovely whale sticker from one of the children and a UTI sticker from the legend that is Tracklocross Scotia. So yeah, crankset, Condor, niche type thingy beasties. Probably going to change them at some point and put them back on the All City when I build it up. Probably put the H Plus Suns on the All City and rebuild it, and essentially take this bike again, make it maybe more of like a fixed gear for the roads, really. Basically, it's like a nice fast bike, probably faster than me. In fact, definitely faster than me. But you can see how fast I am as I have a lovely aero bell, which obviously makes all the difference. Saves me a few watts on the way to Greg's. So yeah, essentially preferred the colour. Although now I'm kind of over the colour, as is typical. But yeah, found it on eBay. Impulsive buy. Always be impulsive. Also, I kind of like the fact that I'm not running 40mm tyres. Tend to find that I prefer sort of 32s, 33s, the traditional cyclocross tyres for tracklocross. Obviously, you don't have to copy me, and it's purely up to you. I just don't like the way wider tyres corner, the way it feels. Currently going through that with a mountain bike with big wide Maxxis tyres that are so square that I'm just like, not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Probably review that bike. It's a Voodoo Loco next video for the channel, as it's a nice simple steel mountain bike that doesn't break the bank if you live in the UK. So now what we'll do is we'll go out and ride it. I guess before I finish, that's probably one of my other points about bike checks, is I am literally fed up of all the bike checks that come with lovely little catalogue type shots of the bike. I actually want to see a bike that's been ridden. You know, if a bike doesn't look good in the catalogue shots, shots coming out of the bike shop or on its first day, well then you've got an issue. How does the bike look after it's been ridden a bit? And this matte white, to be honest, is a bit of a nightmare for keeping clean. But yeah, all saying that, all my hatred, I do like the colourway of the new Skream Ranger in brown, so that might become an impulse buy at some point, although I did impulsively buy a house, so yeah, probably not got money to just waste on Skream Rangers like that, although it would be nice. Got a coffee link below if you want to donate to that and let me build a Skream whilst I'm moving house. You don't have to, that's a joke, please don't think I'm begging for your money. So let's go ride the beast, see how much fun it is. Don't know how I kept that run upright. I am always walking up hills in these videos. This has a lot of wet roots. This might be more than I was thinking it would be worth. Definitely pretty slidey. Risk assessments. Enjoyable. Need to aim for the left. And then to the right. So yeah, that was a bit of a mistake because I know the GoPro won't show it that way, but at this point sort of disappears from view. Okay, you got this. Not helped by the fact the run up is such a mess. I think the run up might actually be worse than what I'm trying to do. So over a few routes here, head to the left, and I was supposed to go right. As you can see, took it for a wee ride, loads of fun. Aluminium carbon holding up, which seems to be a novelty for Skream frames according to Reddit. Guess we'll see how long this one lasts. As usual, if you like the video, like, subscribe, all that jazz, but remember, not your mum, so do whatever you want. And if you like this and you want to see more content, leave a comment below, tell me what you'd like to see, and as always, go out and make the world a slightly better place today. Thanks for watching, cheers.